What is up? What is up, BetSlips Nation? It's your boys, PD King, Parlay Guy Rob, and then Poolside Pat. I had to remove him and then bring him back.
I
He
know.
wants dramatic entrances, especially when he's near the ficus tree or whatever the heck's behind him. But we are here bringing you the hot tips to help you bet slips, as we do always. And we're going to have a rip round show. We are half an hour later than we wanted to be. That is our apologies. I'm sorry if you saw the tweets out there. Yeah, our bad. Our bad. It's more or less my bad. I'm the one that made the meeting drag long. It's my fault. Shun me. Shame. 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 But if you're here and you've got a bet that you like, go ahead and drop it in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. That'd be awesome. And we'd really appreciate the love and support that we get. But and the thing that makes sure that we do not get sued, and that is the disclaimer. First off, we are not professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. You're not gambling more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. Rowdy's here. What up, Rowdy? We love that he's here. And lastly, but certainly not least, gambling can be addictive, so please seek the help if you need it. Please utilize 1-800-GAMBLER if you find yourself in the perils of gambling addiction. And so that way you can get the help and resources you need to get out of it. And this is not just the sports book. This is the casino. This is the ponies. This is back alley street dice. Please, there are two rules if you're playing back alley street dice. One, call 1-800-GAMBLER, and two, call Rob. And
who's his Hawk character?
Huh?
I said, who is his Hawk character?
I don't know, but Rowdy's here!
Hey, Rowdy!
What's up, Rowdy? Man, we're loving it. We're getting into it. But before we get into any of those bets that we do, we're not affiliated with or sponsored by any sport book at the current time. But we've got some exciting stuff on the horizon. So hopefully we can get into that. But we are affiliated with, and there it goes, Nevin Eyewear. That's right. Pat, tell the people about Nevin.
They're just simply the best sunglasses I've ever owned. Comfortable, polarized. These are I'm rocking them again because I love them so much for football. Doc Robbins NYC, just comfortable, very good. I think my face is not great for sunglasses, but these ones make my face look a little bit better. And you can get right now, if you use our link, that'll be dropped, 30% off of one pair, or you can use that link and you can buy one pair and get two for free. That's what I did. And then I added in a mystery pair for $15. And right now, free shipping over $50. So you go to Nevin Eyewear. Shout out to Nevin Eyewear. And yeah, I just bet Bama over because of this Hawk character.
Well, yeah, Hawk's asking the question: do we like the Bama over?
Okay, so it's not a bet. I didn't. Oh, I already bet it, so it doesn't.
There's a question mark.
The over is 45.5, and this is coming from an Alabama fan who has been down on Alabama. Alabama might score 45 by themselves.
Yeah, I just bet it.
So, I mean, I like the over. Don't get me wrong, but I wanted to get a consensus pick. Rowdy, do you have a thought on the over?
I mean, Alabama. We've seen games where they score a lot of points, and we see games where they don't score a lot of points. And I don't think Wisconsin is that good, are they?
They're not.
No, they're not. They're going to get absolutely shelled. I actually like combining the over and Alabama spread in this game.
I agree.
Who are you?
Benny's in.
Wait, what?
Benny's in. Hey, y'all. What up, Benny? Go ahead, Benny. If you got thoughts on the Alabama spread, go for it too. Yeah, Rowdy, you were thinking?
Wait, what's the spread for the Alabama game?
45.5, I think.
Well, yeah, 40. Yeah.
All depends on what you have.
Wait,
I have it at 18.5.
Okay, the over under is at 45.
45.5.
Spread is at minus
18.
18. 18.5, 17.5, depending on where you go. And ESPN bet has it at 17.5. No, I do not have a fifth sport book. Just looking it up on ESPN.com.
And when I bet Alabama this morning, it was at 20.5, so it's already dropped.
Who are you, Hawk?
Stop yelling at our people in the chat, Pat.
I'm not yelling. I just want to know who he is and why he's making me bet things.
No.
He asked a question. He didn't make you bet it.
Yeah, there was a question mark.
Fair.
You got to read stuff, dog.
My instant reaction was to bet it, so I did.
Spoiler alert, Pat's instant reaction is to bet something. But let's get into it. He likes the minus 17.5 from Benny. So
I already have that.
telling you, the over and Alabama spread. But let's go ahead and get into the stuff for today. And I think we're going to start off with my performance double of the day. And yes, this is not college football, but I'm going to be quick.
Boo.
Schwarber Dinger in the Phillies money line. And the reason why is Schwarber is 1 for 2 against the starting pitcher Burgett today. Phillies should win their 6th game in a row, and Schwarber wants the franchise record of 58 homers in a season, currently held by Ryan Howard. I know the much maligned Ryan Howard in Pat's mind. He's currently at 50, and he wants that record bad. So I think he goes bridge today. So that is my performance double of the day. There's not really much going into it, but I feel a Schwarbomb today after Harper went bridge yesterday. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm going for the Schwarbarian blast at 51 today.
I'm kind of feeling Harper again today. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I think both of them probably could. The only problem is Harper's like 0 for 2 against this guy lifetime, and both of them are strikeouts. So
that means he's.
It can make sense. Could make sense.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, and let's. Oh, I think the line move was a gift. Yeah, I think so too, Benny. I'm not denying you there. So
I bet him at minus 20.5. That's how good I feel.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
There we go. It's 7:50. Go ahead, Rowdy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, hey. So Benny, I saw that the over under for the Grand Salami is at the over under is at 133.5. I was wanting your thoughts on that.
We're going under, baby.
Under.
We're going under, baby.
I think everybody's taking the under today.
We're all taking the under. Ride the under.
Everybody's on the under. Go on the under. Yeah, I think he's probably posting it now, like feverishly trying to post it quick.
Telling us under.
And
under
by the way, the Grand Salami, that is every run for every MLB game today, all 15. The over-under line is at 132.5, and we're smashing the under.
And you have to be on DraftKings to bet it.
Yeah, have to be on DraftKings.
Oh, really? They don't have that. Also, they don't have that on any other.
No, they don't have it on any other.
Well, I have it on my book because I use a bookie, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Because Rowdy's old school, dog.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
They have it on Caesars too.
You can get it on Caesars as well.
I'm actually looking on Caesars because I will bet it more on Caesars because I have more.
He still passes an envelope of cash to a bookie. It's fine.
No. His bookie hands him an envelope.
If I lose, then I'll just like Venmo them. But like if I win, then like they'll Venmo me.
So typically you're getting a lot of Venmos to you, is what you're saying.
Good, 1,000%.
Yeah.
He's gonna drop you if you win too much though. So you might want to ease up a little bit.
Rowdy's the fucking man.
Rowdy's an absolute G, man. He's like, well, yeah, of course he's paying me more than I'm paying him. Like, what do you expect? I'm the man, the myth, the legend.
Well, Rowdy Rhymes. I've been degenerate with the daily special, and I've been betting like multiple of them because Pat, I don't know, and.
I just bet it for 2 units on the under today. I'm
go with if you're listening to this, go with the money, the regular line under. Smash that under.
Just smash it. Smash. Caesars has it at 133.5. DraftKings has it at 132.5. Either way, I feel
both of them
with it.
Yeah.
Smash both. Let's go ahead and get to the 750 Club. There's one rule of Fight Club, and that's you do not talk about Fight Club. There's one rule of the 750 Club, and so you tell every single person you see. The person that's slinging the mystery meat at school with your sloppy joes, the guy that's sitting there in the corner going sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah, sloppy Joe. Everybody, you're telling every single person. Even tell the 8-year-old so that way she can tell her mommy twice because you're going to tell the mom. And then you're going to have the 8-year-old tell the mom. So that way she got. You see what I'm going at? You're telling everybody. Tell every single person. Except for Paul Rudd. He's the only person who doesn't get to know. But here's the 750 Club. Rob, what are you telling?
All right. We're going Michigan versus Central Michigan over 43.5. So Central Michigan against ranked opponents in the last 7 games, the average score is 47. And in all 7 of those games, the average is actually 60.7. It was over 47, but the number we were looking for was 47. They put it at 43.5. The average is really 60.7. I expect Underwood to have a day. I think he's going to go off. I think Michigan rolls, and they probably put up the majority of these points by themselves, to be completely honest. I think they put up like 35, 38 themselves. So we just need Central Michigan to score once. I've been the guy that has been fading the Alabama bets because I am an Alabama fan, and it makes me crash out when I bet them and they cost me money. But I'm gonna look at the numbers and not think with my fan brain today. They're 6-2 versus the spread at home under this new coach DeBoer, which I don't want to talk about him because I'll get on a rant. But he's covered the double digits in five of those 6 games. Wisconsin is only got a touchdown against Miami of Ohio last week. They only scored 1 touchdown. Like, this is Alabama versus Miami of Ohio. I just think Alabama is going to run through this game. I think they score close to the over, like I said, by themselves. I feel really good about this. Auburn, I'm taking just Auburn to score over 35.5 by themselves. Auburn put up 38 and 42 in their first 2 games, and I think I'm not hating on Alabama today, but I am hating on South Alabama today. I think Auburn is going to destroy South Alabama. I think this might be like a 60-3 game. I think this is going to be insane, to be completely honest with you. And then Texas Tech minus 23.5. This is probably my second favorite bet of the day. You'll see what my favorite is when I do the best bet later, but this is my second favorite bet of the day. Morton's finally fully healthy. He's at 77% completion percentage. He's thrown 7 touchdowns. And Oregon State's secondary is trash. So
Suspect.
Texas Tech rolling, and I got this at plus 940, so about 9.5 to 1 on this one. I love this one. I think we're going to hit it today and get our second 750 club of the win for the month.
Yeah, that'd be huge. Be a big boost to smack this 750. So everybody go to the club, pop the bottles, pop that champagne, get yourself some Pappy Van Winkle because this bad boy is smacking for 940. So go get yourself the Pappy. There's one rule of Fight Club, we don't talk about it, but the one rule of the 750 Club, we tell everybody about it, and we tell everybody to welcome to the club, courtesy of Rob the Parlay Guy. All right, next, certainly not least, let's go ahead and get into the things that we need to talk about. But before we do it, we need to make sure we're getting ready for the point because it's green, it's soft, it is also plushy. It is the tabletop. Boom!
Cal somewhere is freaking out about how good we just pointed this thing. He couldn't do this He couldn't do this if Ethel was helping him out. He couldn't do this even if he tried.
Yeah, no, he couldn't. He absolutely couldn't. But because he can't, and because we're there, let's get into it. He likes the Oregon minus 26.5. This is one of my favorite bets on the day. Yeah, Tommy Stats. Not Kel, but Tommy Stats. Yeah, Oregon minus 26.5. And I think they absolutely roll today. I don't see it. I don't see a game script where Oregon doesn't cover. I actually have it at minus 27, but I know they're at Northwestern. But Oregon has looked like a totally different football team than what they have been in the past, and they're facing an inferior team in Northwestern. They're going to boat race Oregon today. And then he's got Bayo under 2.5 earned runs. Most of the Red Sox starters have been good against the Yankees this year. It's their relievers and their bullpen that's getting bashed up. So he's taking the Bayo under 2.5 earned runs today versus the Yankees. And I tend to believe that as well. You're going to see on my slate why I like it. So yeah, let's go ahead and rock the Tommy Stats tabletop of Oregon and Bayo under 2.5 earned runs. Bayo actually has I actually have this stat. Hold on. His expected weighted on base average, which ex-WOBA, is .253 versus this Yankees lineup, and he's faced them for 125 plate appearances, and he has almost a 29% K rate against them. So I'm kind of pre-mixing here, but yeah, I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. Also leads to the fact that we like the under on today's days. So I think Bayo's under here is massive. We could even call it the under of the day, but it's not his segment, so we're not going to take it. Fair. Let's go ahead and jump to the next one. And I think it is the parlay guy, Rob. What you got, man?
All right.
Whoa.
So I figured I'd throw one in for baseball today since there is decent baseball today. So we're gonna go Mizorowski 5+ strikeouts. I haven't bet this man in a very long time, to be clear, since the All-Star break. But today is the day. 5+ strikeouts. He's hit 5 of his last 7. He struck out St. Louis 5 times on 6-2, and St. Louis over the last 3 games are striking out at a 25.4% clip. Brewers money line. They are 5-1 in their last 6 games against St. Louis. Gray on the road has a 5.24 ERA. I honestly see this game possibly getting out of hand, to be completely honest with you.
It got on ahead yesterday, yeah.
I think that this is just going to be a bit easy for the Brewers. I feel like we're not going to have to sweat this one at all. As long as we get Mizorowski to get his 5 Ks, which I don't see a problem with, we should be good here. Then we're going Dylan Cease, 5+ strikeouts. So first of all, I looked this up and I couldn't believe it was real. The last 3 days, the Rockies are a 40.8% strikeout percentage for the last 3 games, which is, I thought the number was fake. I had to look it up twice. And he just struck them out 5 times in his last start. I feel like this number was low, to be completely honest with you. And we have Padres -1.5. The Padres are on a roll. They're fighting.
Sorry about that.
No, you're all good, Rowdy. No worries.
The Padres are fighting for these playoff spots. They are really close. And when the Rockies lose, they lose by 2 or more. It's just what the Rockies do. You know, they have games, especially since the All-Star break, where they've upset us a little bit. But when you see Dylan Cease on the mound, it feels like an easy win for the Padres to go -1.5. Then our favorite pitcher of all time, Brandon Woo, 6+ strikeouts. He has hit 6 strikeouts in 9 of his last 10. He's facing a team that's ranked last in strikeout percentage. They strike out at like a 25% clip. With Woo on the mound, he is 2.4. He has a 2.4 batting average, or not batting average, ERA with a 1.74 batting average and 82.2 innings at home. This guy is just lights out at home. I think the Mariners continue their 6-game winning streak, move it to 7 games, and make their push to the playoffs even better. Next, we have Georgia. This is one I know I'm gonna have a lot of disagreement on, but you know what? We're putting ourselves out there on this one today. We got Georgia Tech +2.5 against Clemson. I think Georgia Tech wins outright.
Whoa.
Clemson has not looked good. Georgia Tech is playing much better, and I honestly don't think Georgia makes the top 25 this season. I think they're going to end up being non-ranked by the end of the season. I think they were overhyped in the offseason, and we're going to find that out today. I personally, on the other hand, I think Georgia Tech has an outside shot at making the playoffs in college football.
What?
I just bet it today, and I put 25 on it. That's how much.
What did you get that at?
It was a lot. I'll tell you later, Pat.
Well, the reason why he's asking that is because he wants to bet it, to be clear.
Well, yeah. I mean, come on.
But again, that's a bold prediction, but we'll see. Because if you look at Georgia Tech's schedule, if they win today, the only matchup they might lose is at the end of the season versus Georgia. Yeah. And if they somehow pull that game off, they're 100% going to be in the playoffs. So it's literally going to be, if they can get past today, they only got to get past one more game, really, because the rest of their games they should win.
And Clemson stinks. Right.
Oregon -26.5. We've kind of beat this into the ground a little bit, but they made Oklahoma State look like an FCS team. I'm not going to lie. Like, they destroyed them. I don't think there's going to be much difference today. I think they're going to roll. I think they're going to win by a lot more than 26.5. And this is the one that a lot of people might disagree with me on. Temple to cover 23.5. So it's not that I think Temple's going to be this great team. This is what I think is. I think that Oklahoma, they have a lot of SEC matchups coming up. I think they're going to get up 3 touchdowns, and they might set their starter sooner than later this time because they need to rest these guys. They want to work on their running game and not with their starter because they want to get him rest. If they do this, that Temple is a much better team than most people thought. They are a much more improved team than most people think. If Oklahoma does take these starters out, I think Temple can keep it within 23.5. You're giving me 3 touchdowns and a field goal. I think they can cover. I think it's going to be somewhere around the 20-point mark, but I still like this to cover. And college football this year has been nothing we expect has happened, with the exception of a few teams maybe. But for the most part, you got top 25 teams losing and not covering the spread at like half of them every week up to this point. So I've got this at plus 633, mostly because of that Temple. And then lastly, again, Oregon minus 26.5 is my best bet of the days because it's the one I think is the easiest win of the day. There was one other that I liked, but I think PD King's got them as his best bet of the day, so I'll let him take that one over.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. Also, from now on, if you see something in gold, that is our golden bet slip of the day. It's our lock, but we had to come up with a different name because we're not stealing stuff here at Just the Bet Slips. So that's our golden bet slip. And so if you see something in gold, that is our best bet of the day. So if you only follow one thing, you only got the bankroll to follow one. Follow our best bet of the day. That is where we're going from here on out. Let's go ahead and jump. It is the Duke of Slips and his massive tabletop. That's 1,000 different bets on it. But
I'll get through this quick. So strikeout singles, I've got Mizorowski 7+, Cease 8+, Sonny 6+, and then Bayo 5+. I've been putting the wrong strikeout singles on my card the last couple days because I hit 6 yesterday, but the 4 that I put on this stupid show, great show, love this show, on my stupid card, that was a mistake on my end, did not hit. I missed 4. The 4 that I put on this show did not hit, but the 6 that I didn't put on did hit. Pissed at myself. Anyway, so that's that. My golden bet slip of the day is Sonny Gray, Death Taxes, Sonny Gray 5+ Ks. And then Mizorowski 5+ seems like a no-brainer. Got that at decent money, so I'm a big fan of that bet. That's my golden bet slip of the day. Then I have a couple of interesting Bryce parlays. So I did Bryce Underwood, Michigan quarterback, to score a touchdown, and Bryce Harper to get a hit. I did Bryce Underwood touchdown and Harper and Terrain to get a hit. And then I did the traditional Bryce Harper, and I might have to add Bryson DeChambeau to this, but not today. Bryce Harper and Bryce Terrain to get a hit, and Harper and Terrain 2+ hits, runs, RBIs. It's been astronomically profitable this month, so we're gonna ride
crazy
it.
How profitable it's been.
Yeah, we're gonna ride it until at least
I would venture to say that me and Pat are up somewhere in the neighborhood of 60 to 70 units just on the Bryce.
Just based off of Bryce's. Yeah, we're just my first son might need to be named Bryce at this point.
Just don't put his middle name as Carlton, and we'll be fine.
Oh, now that's a challenge. Oh, okay, don't do that to me. College football. We'll get into that. I've got I'll finish baseball. Cardinals parlay today is Brendan Donovan, Ivan Herrera to get a hit, Alec Burleson 2+ hits, runs, RBIs, Sonny Gray again, Death Taxes, Sonny Gray 5Ks. I got that stepped up to 546. I love that. And then college football. I have no visions of grandeur delusions of grandeur, whatever the saying is, that the Cardinals are going to win this game, but I like that. That's why I'm not taking Cardinals money line, obviously. College football, I did just bet your parlay, Rob, just so you know. College football, first half, I've got Oregon just to continue. They are looking like a legit championship contender. Didn't think it was going to be that way going into the season, but the way that they are playing football right now, you need to pay attention to the Ducks. I've got them minus 14.5 first half. And then I have Georgia Tech money line. We talked about it. I don't need to go more. I like Georgia Tech not only to win the first half, but to win the game. I took them money line. I like Alabama 20.5, and I also have bet them now at 17.5, which I'm glad to have gone. Ohio State minus 20.5. Until the champs are not gonna cover, I'm gonna. Well, I guess they didn't cover week 1. Oh no, they did cover week 1. Duh. I'm going to take them. Oregon 26.5. LSU -7. I know it's a bunch of favorites. I get that, but it's still early in the season, and sometimes you just have to ride the favorites. LSU might be a little tricky, but I like them at 7. I wish it was 6.5, but I got it at 7. And then Georgia Tennessee over. I'm not going to touch that line. Over 50.5 is that. And I have a couple last calls, but we can get to our next slide. But yeah, that's what I got. And again,
All right.
golden bet slip. Gray Mizrowski. Bet that right now.
Yeah, go grab that. I'm gonna do one thing real quick because I made an edit, and then we'll
Hey,
get
hey
back.
Pat, while he's doing that, Bryce, the Bryce for the Angels has not hit a home run yet. He's plus 4,000 to hit his first home run ever.
Oh no! Why are you? Oh.
Add it. You gotta add it.
I have
All right,
to.
let's get to my tabletop.
If it
because I
makes you
think
feel
the
better,
edit's
I'm gonna
in
bet
there
it with
now,
you.
so we're good. Yeah.
I have to add this man to hit.
The edit is in there. I'm taking 2 performance doubles today. Bayo 5+, and the Red Sox money line at plus 254. The Red Sox have been nails against the Yankees all year, except they're kind of going in the wrong direction. I think Bayo corrects that direction today, and then I think he gets the 5Ks just like Pat so astutely has on his tabletop as well. And then Hunter Brown and the Astros money line. Now, if you sit there and look at the numbers, you're thinking, oh, Hunter Brown versus the Braves? That makes no sense. He doesn't really have a good K rate. He doesn't have good things. Let's go over the players that are in his plate appearances against. It's Matt Olson, who is 0 for 4 with 2 Ks. Okay. Ronald Acuna Jr. is 3 for 6 with 2 doubles. No Ks. Ronald Acuna is not playing the same baseball this year as he has been in the past. So I nixed that one. Profar's been playing well. He's 2 for 6, but he also has a K on in his career versus him. Nick Allen's an 0 for. Se-Young Kim is a 1 for 2. Marcell Ozuna is an 0 for. Ozzy is 1 for 2 with a double. Michael Harris is 1 for 3. And Jake Fraley is 1 for 1. But if you just look at it as a base, the big person that has hurt him in his career is Ronald Acuna, who has no strikeouts in 6 appearances. That man is a shell of himself this year. So he hasn't been the same guy. So I expect Hunter Brown to have a better game than he has in the past, and I expect him to get to 6 Ks and the Astros take the dub against the Braves today. And you know what? I'm pretty good at betting against the Braves. When I bet with them, they decide to shaft me. So I decided to bet against them, and we'll see what happens. Going to college football now. Texas Tech is my golden lock of the day. It's Texas Tech, shockingly enough, is one of, if not the best team that nobody is talking about. And I don't see a lot of people talking about them, to be very clear. And that's the reason why I'm going to go ahead and beat the drum for them. They have covered the spread in both games this year. They look phenomenal, and they're also facing a team that I don't think could beat their way out of a wet paper bag today. So go ahead and take Texas Tech minus 23.5. It's a lock. Just go ahead and do it. And then I've got the Oregon minus 26.5 just for shiggles. Why not? Just take them. I also have them at 27 as well in a 3-leg parlay that I'm not bringing onto this screen because a couple of the legs are just for fun, and we'll see what hits. But, yes, Oregon minus 26.5. Feel really good about that one. And feel really, really good about Texas Tech minus 23.5, to be very clear.
You know who is talking about Texas Tech? Just the bet slips. That's who's talking about Texas Tech.
That is who's talking about Texas
We
Tech.
are all on this train today. That's for sure.
Yep, absolutely.
Not even.
We're covering this by halftime, by the way.
Yeah, probably. I mean, my Indiana bet, and then of course, Rowdy, you and I were on Twitter yesterday. You and I on Twitter yesterday. We're talking. One of your subscribers said, "Hey, how do you feel about Colgate versus Syracuse last night? I think it was Colgate versus Syracuse last night, or whatever."
Yeah, no.
And I said, "Cuse, hammer it."
Game was gonna end up because I thought that game was today, but I didn't know it was like a live game.
Oh yeah, and I sat there, looked, I was like, and I think I responded to him for you, saying hammer Cuse minus 37.5. It's an absolute lock. And you said, yeah, I think it's good. And I was like, yeah, it's live right now. And then I sent you the screenshot before halftime. They're already up 35.
Yeah.
I was like, we're good, baby. Hammer the Cuse line, baby. So I'm also effectively 9-2 in college football bets this year. Just I am just as shocked as every single one of you on the panel that I am 9-2 in college football bets because I am not a college football guy. But the fact that I'm 9-2 is just insane. But yes, Texas Tech, lock it in.
Like right now, I'm like 5-2 in like NFL. I'm 4-3 in college football because I got killed by. Let me think. I got killed by NC State. And I got killed by two. I got killed by Virginia Tech. And
Can't bet them anymore. They're my squad, but I can't bet them.
But your units are up big because you had Tarleton against Army, and people need to remember that.
People do need to remember Tarleton State.
People need to remember Tarleton State against Army.
They are playing Central Arkansas, and I looked, and the spread's only at minus 10.5
for Tarleton.
Yep.
Bet it, Pat.
Are we riding?
Lock it up.
Oh yeah, we're riding.
We're riding Tarleton State, baby. Lock it in. Everybody's going.
How good?
But you know
how
what?
good
Rowdy,
do you feel about this? Is the question.
I mean, Rowdy feels good about it if he's willing to talk about it.
I'm just saying, is it like 5 units good?
How good is it, Rowdy?
I mean wait, how much is 5 units for y'all?
Well, we all have different amounts that we're betting, but just if it was your unit, would it be 5 units worthy?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I
need. Fire it, Rob. Rob's about to take out a second mortgage.
But I'd never go. Like I would never go like 10 units.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Oh no, yeah.
I'm crazy. I'm not that crazy.
Yeah, he's not. I was joking about the second mortgage, to be very clear. But you know, there is a college football bet that you do like, Rowdy. You want to talk about it because it's your pick of the day. USF plus 17.5. Talk about them.
I don't know why. Like why this line is like why the spread's so high for USF. Like I don't know. Like. Why they would be expecting Miami to like blow out to blow them out. I don't know. Like it just doesn't make sense. Like we saw like how Florida did against them. And I thought Florida was gonna win that game against like South Florida.
I did as well. I was very high on Florida.
Like,
I even had it on my tabletop. It's one of my 2 misses.
Like, because I was looking at the board and like USF plus 17.5 was just like in my face, just saying, take me.
Fair enough. That is the Rowdy Rhymes bet of the day.
Yeah, I'm a little worried, but I also bet this on Thursday. So I'm with you. I'm with you before I even knew it was your pick, Rowdy. I'm a little nervous, but at the same time, it seemed too good to be true to get 17.5.
Fair enough.
So tomorrow I have I think it's a disgusting anytime touchdown. Well, the 3-leg. It's plus 3,000, or plus like 3,200 in some places. It's like the first leg's not disgusting. It's the two legs after it that's disgusting.
Oh, you got to save that for tomorrow. You got to save that. Yeah. You're not giving that out today. You gotta come back and watch the show tomorrow to get to this.
Come back and watch tomorrow for sure.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this, and I'm gonna bet heavy on it.
All right. So I'll tell you which games they're from.
All right. Okay. I like this tease. It's a good tease.
All right. So yeah. So it's from the Buffalo and the New York Jets game, which that was not the craziest one. The person that I have is I would say is reasonable, and then the second leg and second leg is from Eagles Chiefs. This one is because there's because there's an injury with the Eagles. It is an Eagles player, and then the third leg is from the Falcons Vikings game, and it's also because there's players injured on the Falcons as well.
Fair enough. And Benny, we'll get on that. Tell the people about the big ladder that's going to be on tomorrow's show. Yeah, Benny's got a big ladder that's going to be on tomorrow's show. Get ready for it. You got to come tomorrow, 11:30 to make it happen.
Just know if you miss tomorrow's show, you're wasting money by not being.
You're wasting money.
I can tell you
it's gonna be CJ, if you can, right? You'll be on. If not, then
I'm probably gonna be just sending stuff in. I'm probably just gonna be sending a video because I'm jammed tomorrow.
So live will be myself, Rob, Kel, Rowdy, and Benny, and we are going to be making you money. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for Rowdy's parlay. I can't wait for the big ladder. It's going to be chaos.
And CJ, just FYI, I need to let you know. You need to tell your friends that you're disowning anybody who schedules a wedding on a Sunday during football season.
Dude, trust me, I'm just as mad as you are, dog.
Like,
I'm just as mad.
You're no longer my friend if you schedule a wedding on a Sunday during football season.
Trust me, I was just as mad as you are. Don't be like you don't need to not be like that, but don't be like that.
I'm just saying.
I'm just as upset as you are.
It could be my sister. I would disown her on a Sunday if it was during football season.
Yeah, I'm not happy about the situation at hand, to be very clear.
Unreal.
But yeah, we'll get into it. But that's gonna wrap up today's show. We got into the segments. Anybody got a last call before we dip out of here?
Hold on, I do, but I didn't pull it up because I didn't realize we were almost done.
I'll just rattle off the rest of my calls.
The rest of your 400 bets.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I like Clemson, Georgia Tech under 52.5. I like Akron. Okay, Akron has not scored a point this year, so this is my disgusting bet of the day. To quote Rowdy, Akron UAB over 57.5. Yeah, it's the worst, possibly the worst bet, but who knows? They both stink, and who knows? A&M Notre Dame over 50.5. Some of these I gave out on a college football podcast at a college FB pod. Go check us out. I like USF Miami over 56.5. Oklahoma minus 23.5. South Carolina minus 3. Rutgers, go Scarlet Knights, minus 42.5. West Virginia plus 7.5. And then Penn State minus 47.5. That's my card.
I also never root for injury, but I am very thankful that I have Jaquesti for Jacoby Merritt, Crosby. Yeah, Crosby Merritt, because Austin Eckler did officially suffer a right Achilles tear. So.
Yeah, I could tell as soon as it happened what happened. And he is officially named the starter now.
I was like, oh no, dude.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I knew. But he has officially been moved to the number 1 running back on the roster now.
Can you call him Bill, please?
Yes, we can call him Bill. And I'm not going to lie to you, that game script pissed me off to no end. Why were we not trying to run the ball at all in that game?
I know.
I know. Establish the run so you can open all this other stuff up. They were just keying on Daniels, and their defense is good enough to keep him in the pocket. And if you do that, the receivers got to get open, and then when they did get open, they dropped everything.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what the best parts? Well, do we want to throw up the records? Yeah. The best part. You know what? You want to know what the best part about Saturdays are?
They're for the boys.
No, it's that tomorrow is Sunday.
Well, and it's also I can vent about Thursday night football when Washington plays, but you know.
Well, yeah. Now you don't have to worry about that.
But Pat, go ahead and get your betting machine out, because I've got another Bryce parlay that you've not bet.
No, don't do this. Don't do this to me.
We've got Bryce Elder on the mound for the Braves.
What is happening? What? Who?
Bryce Elder.
The pitcher?
For the
You want me
Braves.
to bet on the pitcher? Oh,
Yes.
Gosh.
We're taking it conservative though, so don't
All
get
right.
conservative. Don't get conservative.
I don't got too much in my
We're doing Bryce
bankroll.
Elder 3+ strikeouts.
All right, hold on. Elder 3+.
Bryce Harper 2 hits or 2+ hits,
Oh my God.
and Bryce Terang just to get a hit, and we're
I
at
can't
plus
find out.
399.
Okay, Terang just to get a hit.
Yes.
Okay, Elder 3+.
Harper
Hits.
2+ hits,
Harper 2+.
and then Terang just to get a hit,
Okay, I don't hate that.
plus 399. At least is what I got it at.
And Terang hit, which he's gonna get a hit. Okay. Done.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and give my
No more
last.
bets.
No, you don't have to bet these if you don't want to. I am removing your contractual obligation on
Just
these.
don't tell me to bet it, because if you tell me, I will.
But you're unofficially contractually obligated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Penn
bet
State,
it anyway.
Penn State minus 48, Texas minus 40.5, and Ohio State minus 28.5.
Okay, I'm glad I have all of those already, so never mind.
Yeah, so you're good there. And then I mean, if you really want the other one, I have
No, I don't
Oklahoma,
want it. I
Bama,
don't.
and Oregon on spreads, but those games have already started, so the spreads move.
Yeah, I'm not. Yep, then no one would.
Yep, you're fine.
No one-
That's why I
no
told
one
you. You didn't
would.
have to bet them. Rowdy, you got any last bets before we get out of here?
I don't have any last bets, but I did well I finished the model to where like it projects like how many points are gonna be scored, like who's gonna win, who's gonna cover the spread, and like if it's gonna be like over or under. So like I'm definitely gonna test that out tomorrow and see how it does.
And if it's well, guys, you're going to only get that model here with Rowdy and at just the BetSlips. The only two places to get that. Well, and also betting with Benny. Those are the three places you get that model if it comes out. You're going to get it with at the Rowdy Rhymes. You're going to get it at Better Benny, and you're going to get it at just the BetSlips. Those are the only three places you're getting that model. We're testing it tomorrow to make sure it's great. Rowdy is the man, the myth, the legend. I'm giving him all the titles.
Rowdy. Unbelievable, Rowdy.
He's the GOAT. If it works the way that Rowdy and Benny and all of us here think, and the way that it's working with betting with Benny, if you haven't gotten with betting with Benny, go ahead and subscribe to him, subscribe to us, subscribe to Rowdy, because these are where you're getting the best bets. Dare I say, that is where you're going to get what we promise you here at Just the Bet Slips every single day. Those three places are where you're going to get the hot tips to help your bet
slips.
Georgia Tech up on Clemson 3-0. Let's go.
Rowdy is the freaking man. Rowdy is the man.
Let's go ahead and have ourselves a day. Go responsibly, chase that bag, and allow us to play you out.
Yo, we in the game talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.